Hi, Assalamualaikum. Today we're gonna talk about monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is under 1.2 carbohydrate. So first thing first, we need to know what is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is an organic compound with empirical formula as stated here. Okay. Next, carbohydrate composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay, next. Three main classes of carbohydrate. First is monosaccharide, which is single or simple sugar. For example, glucose, fructose, and galactose. Disaccharide, double sugar, consists of two monosaccharide. The example is maltose, sucrose, and lactose. And the third one is polysaccharide. Polysaccharide is a polymer made up of monosaccharides. It means polysaccharides is made up of many of monosaccharide. For example, starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Okay, next. In this video, we're gonna focus on monosaccharide. Monosaccharide is single or simple sugar, and this is the example of monosaccharide. What to know about monosaccharide? The general formula is CH2ON, and for example, glucose. For monosaccharide, most of it has O's at the end of the name. For example, glucose. Okay, next. Monosaccharide is classified based on location of carbonyl group and number of C atoms in their molecule. Location of carbonyl group, the example is aldose sugar and ketose sugar, and the number of C atoms in their molecule is triose, pentose, and hexose. This is the example of location of carbonyl group. So what's the difference between aldose and ketose? Aldose sugar has carbonyl group at the end of the chain, while ketose has carbonyl group at the middle of the chain. So this is an example for location of carbonyl group. Triose sugar, pentose sugar, and hexose sugar. From this, we can see aldose, like we said earlier, for aldose, it has carbonyl group at the end of the chain, while ketose has carbonyl group at the middle of the chain. So this is the example of a classification of monosaccharide based on carbon atoms. First is 3C, triose sugar, means it has 3 carbon in the sugar. Pentose sugar, C5, and hexose sugar, C6. So example of number of carbon atoms. Triose sugar, pentose sugar, and hexose sugar, as we said earlier. So next, we're gonna talk about the characteristics of monosaccharide. So what is the characteristics? First is it is simple sugar, cannot be broken down into smaller molecules. It is sweet, means it has sweet tasting. It is soluble in water. Crystallized, it can be crystallized. And reducing sugar has open chain, aldehyde or ketone group, free carbonyl group, and it is a monomers, can be monomers for disaccharide and polysaccharide. Next, we're going to talk about structure of monosaccharide. Structure of monosaccharide exists in two forms. The first one is linear, or we can say straight chain form. The second one is ring form. Ring form, we can classify into two. First is 5-membered ring, furanose, and second one is 6-membered form, pyranose ring. So we can see here the diagram in the middle one represent linear or straight chain form, while at the right and at the left of the picture it represents of 5-membered ring, furanose, and 6-membered ring, pyranose ring. So when we talk about pyranose, it has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. It has hexagon shape, while furanose it has pentagon shape. Okay, next example of monosaccharides. We can see here, this is glucose, fructose, and galactose. Here is the diagram of glucose. The left one with the blue color, it is alpha glucose, and the right one with the green color, it is beta glucose. The difference between alpha glucose and beta glucose, in the structure, hydroxyl group for alpha glucose is on the below, while for beta glucose, hydroxyl for it is above. That's all. Thank you.